What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to show you how to count your pips, okay? It's extremely important for you guys to understand how to count your pips because you want to know exactly how much you're risking and how much you're about to make on a trade, okay? So I'm going to show you guys how to do that today. It's going to be very simple using your MetaTrader 4 app, all right? So what you're going to want to do is press the shapes. Okay, you press the shapes and then you're going to press an arrow. Okay, if the arrow is not an option for you, I want you to press add object and then arrow line. Okay, so now I'm going to press the arrow and I'm going to now I'm going to put the arrow on my chart and I'm going to place it anywhere and kind of drag it around, you guys. You can drag this arrow around anywhere. If you let it go, it's going to be in one spot. All right, so boom, as I drag this arrow around, you guys, I want to now measure the distance between my stop loss and my entry, okay? Because this is my risk. I want to measure how much I'm potentially risking on this trade, okay? So before we do that, I want you guys to pay attention to this number that's moving that white arrow is pointing to. We see this big white arrow. That white arrow is pointing to a number, okay? Pay attention because that number is constantly moving as I move this arrow around, okay? That number, you guys, that's our pip count. That is how many pips that we're moving in the market. So I'm going to now, in order to see how many pips we're risking, I'm going to drag it from my red line to my green line, okay? So there's red line, green line, and if I drag that, we can pay attention to that white arrow, and we see the number. The number that's there, it says 66, you guys. So I'm going to take off that last number, all right? It's actually 69. So I'm going to take off that last number, and my pip count is actually 6. Okay, so that last number does not count. On all Forex pairs, we take off the last number, and that's going to be your pip count. So my pip count from stop loss to take profit, you guys, is about 6 pips. All right, from stop loss to take profit, stop loss to entry is about 6 pips, you guys, which is not a bad setup, okay? So now, how much money can we potentially make, okay? Now we're going to drag our arrow from our entry line and drag it down to our take profit. Okay, and now our numbers are still moving, you guys. And as we drag it down, now the number says 679. All right, so now I know that this is about 68 pips. All right, it says 687 now. This is about 68 pips to take profit. Okay, so as we'll talk about in other videos, how to actually calculate your pips and understand how much money you're making. But first, you need to know how to count them, you guys. So now that you understand how to count your risk versus your reward, you guys are good to go. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.